It's Enn Ounpuu, another great entrepreneur from Estonia. And the company is called Elcogen. And you are a VNT Management portfolio company.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So, thank you, Jan, for a kind introduction. So, I'm the founder and CEO of Ecosummit. And as we are first time presenting our company here in Ecosummit, then I will briefly introduce also our company. So we are a fuel cell company, and still considered as a startup, although we are already in the age of a mature teenager. So still not much of the people in the company, but we are not anymore in the stage of development, but already we have the production facility, which we opened last year in Talinn. And in this production facility, we are able to ramp up the manufacturing of solid oxide fuel cell unit cells up to 10 megawatt annual production. And in Finland, we are now validating our next value chain production of fuel cell stacks. So, as I said, in Estonia, we are manufacturing unit cells. And unit cell acts like a processor where actual chemical reaction where when this fuel is converted into electricity happens. But since one unit cell gives only approximately 20 to 30 watts of power, you have to combine these unit cells into a stack in order to have approximately 1 to 3 kilowatts of power. And these stacks are then integrated into a fuel cell system. So we are not manufacturing fuel cell systems, but only these fuel processing and conversion units. So fuel cells are very interesting, especially solid oxide fuel cells, because by the currently known laws of physics, there are no efficient way to convert primary energy into electricity than in fuel cells. So, and it doesn't depend where, in what power range you are. You can be in 1 kilowatt or 10 or hundreds of kilowatts. Conversion efficiency is the same, and in some cases it's 2 to 3 times higher than in other conversion technologies. So, and our customers mainly are in totally different applications. So you can use these cells and stacks in small 1 to few kilowatt residential power generation, cogeneration systems, or 20, 30, 50, a few hundred kilowatt industrial systems. And also auxiliary power units for transportation, where you need power. And also one of the new and very promising areas is the electrolyzer. Not only electrolyzer for a storage in form of hydrogen, but also to produce synthetic fuels. So, and if we look at the fuel cell technology, it's very promising and high efficiency, but what is the problem then? Why these products are not widespread in the market yet? So the price tag of a 1 kilowatt system currently is about 25,000 euros, which is way too high, of course. So, and there is no, not only a problem of scale of, let's say, the market or how much the products are in the market, but there are, in some cases, also fundamental problems. So some of these systems or fuel cells are made in not very industrial way using very exotic materials or very complex manufacturing processes. There are some issues with the fast degradation of the cells or stacks in systems. So this all makes the system still very expensive. So a lot of different fuel cells outside you can find, not very many, but still there are different type of fuel cells and stacks, solid oxide fuel cells, namely. And our solution is a little bit different, how we differ from other fuel cell manufacturers. We lowered the operating temperature to 650, which means that you still can use natural gas without using external energy to reform to hydrogen. But still we have excellent performance, even better than some of our competitors in much higher operating temperatures. And what's more interesting, we can reduce the cost of a system heavily, because we can use, for example, in stack level, cheap steels for interconnects, so we can decrease the price of a steel, for example, or metal used in stack about 10 times, and we can get the interconnect plates, for example, thinner about 5 to 6 times, so to decrease the weight, also in addition to decreasing the price of the metal. And we have also proved that our cell works perfectly. This is a graph of a 1-year durability test where we have practically no degradation in our cells. So extrapolate in 10 years, we can get some 10% degradation maybe. So in a system level, only changing the metal in interconnects or changing the heat exchanger system and thermal insulation, you can save maybe up to 80% of the system cost using our reduced temperature approach. This is one example how you can advance. Markets are, of course, huge, and they are taking off, so mainly in Japan now, and they are quite good in their market development now. And so, of course, we are not alone, but if you look at the overall value chain, then on the left side you can see the system developers, and this list continues. But in the beginning of the value chain where we are in the cell and stack, where you can name only few of them. So actually it will happen as in computer industry. There will be only few processor manufacturers and hundreds of system manufacturers. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. And how much revenue did you make last year?
Last year we were close to 300,000. This year, if our customers keep their promises, we will reach above 1 million.
And are you looking for money at the moment? Are you fundraising?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much, Enn.
Thank you.